Hello and welcome to Why is Harriet Crying? We've got a new episode. Frighteningly this time we've got no producer.
There's been a disaster. Elliot was on his way here.
And then he got COVIDed.
The cab driver got COVID.
The cab driver got COVID on his way
during
here.
the journey from
it's only about
not
2
very
miles.
far away. Yeah, from 2 miles away. He got in the cab. The cab driver coughed and then got a text saying he had COVID.
That's not how it works. That's not how the testing situation is.
That was what happened.
They're not listening out for us. But he'd obviously done a test. He got a text saying he got COVID and then said to Elliot, "Get out because I got COVID."
He should drive him home at least.
No, what? And give him more COVID.
Give him more COVID. Yeah. So anyway, Elliot's out and now we're fending for ourselves.
So just as a heads up, if you're just listening to this, hopefully it sounds a bit better because we've got like a semi-new setup.
But
heavy
no one
investment.
knows how to use it.
Heavy investment by the Mayor Kemsley household, but no, it's just me and Bobby set it up really quickly.
Okay, that felt pointed.
Well, no, Harriet made drinks. It's a very traditional household. Very traditional. Trad wife Harriet Kemsley made us squashes. Made us iced teas.
I would have done more, but I was told to stay away from it because of the cables, and then I knocked things over.
You've knocked 3 things over. Anyway,
please also welcome our guest.
And welcome our
guest. It's Ian Smith.
Hello.
Hi, Ian.
I really wanted to get involved a couple of times, but I thought it's weird if you haven't been introduced.
Yes.
You're just a voice. Yeah.
But because of the Patreon video element, I thought people watching is going to see me looking quite sad, not saying anything. I'm thinking, what do I do? But hello.
Hello. What did you want to say?
No, just chip in every now and then with, wow, that's mad. Just like, wow, what, mid-journey? Whoa.
Can I just say you
both
both sound amazing.
Really?
Well, that's good.
We've got new mics, that's what it is. It is exciting, but I feel, I don't know, I feel nervous. Don't touch it. It's Bob. They're all Bobbies, and so...
Talk into the mic, please, Harriet.
It's a bit stressful because... He hasn't even used them yet, so if we break them, it's going to be really bad.
Yeah, you don't want to break them before he's used them.
Yeah.
I can't think about anything except this equipment for this whole podcast.
It's meant to make it better, but I think it's just going to make it stressful.
No,
there's going to be a lot of pressure.
You genuinely do sound really good in it, actually.
Thank you, though.
Both of you. But I do have to box it all up later, so if you could just be careful with it.
Right. Do you have the boxes?
Is this all going in, the podcast?
Well, we don't edit it. Elliot does because he's got COVID. He's just home,
but Elliot's stranded somewhere. How's he going to get home? He's just on the street somewhere.
You'll just have to walk.
And he's not allowed to go near anyone.
He can't go near anyone. He's got to stay 2 meters away from everybody the whole walk home.
The ideal situation would be zorbing. That you've got to zorb.
Boy in the bubble.
Yeah.
We should have been given bubbles and then we could do what we want.
Yeah, that your own individual bubble. That would have been nice, actually. Although you do get dizzy. I have actually zorbed before. I'm a zorber.
I've zorbed.
No way.
I did it. I went on a stag do.
I've never zorbed.
You should do it. It's really all right. Actually.
Yeah, but I've got to do it with other people. I can't turn up to a zorbing centre and be like, just the one.
You can do 5-a-side zorbing. You can just be one of the men playing 5-a-side.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Against a team of.
Yeah, you need to find 4 friends, and then just join in and be the 5th.
I don't know if that's possible for me.
No, they're not all your friends. Those 4 people are friends.
Oh, if a group of 4 are going zorbing...
I'm saying they already exist, and then you just tag along.
Yeah.
If I just hang about outside a zorbing centre and wait till someone's like, man, Keith can't make it, and then I'll just turn around and be like, no worries, because I'm here by myself and I'm ready to go.
It's a good way of you making new friends when you move back to London soon.
Yeah, meet up with the boys every now and then, the zorbing boys. Keith would be there, be like, fuck, he's made it this time. Hey, fucking Keith.
Oh, then you won't be able to play, though.
No, if Keith tries to muscle me out of the friendship, I'll be having words, actually.
Do you play any team sports?
I play comedians football.
Oh, do you? Oh, right.
Is that different to regular football?
It's just a laugh. It's just a good laugh. Real good laugh. I'm missing stuff, overhead kicks all the time, stuff like that.
Why?
It's just hilarious stuff.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
have you never played
comedians football?
Yeah.
No, I don't really play football.
Yeah.
What do you play?
I was going to say with myself, but
no, that's
just on my own, just games and that.
Yeah.
Squash? Do you like squash?
I actually might start playing squash. I think it might be a bit tough on the old knees, you know?
It's better to use them, actually. You think it's going to make it worse, but actually it's good to use them.
Yeah, I had a really tough knee-based workout the other day, actually.
Yeah, but what is your solution? Just try and use them as little as possible.
Yeah, that's what it is. or till death.
Actually, I've got a personal trainer now, Ian.
Oh, yeah.
So
you want to get another one, then you can wear them.
Why didn't you do that
Jesus
joke, Harriet,
Christ.
before?
I don't really understand. Is it about trainers, like the shoes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that's
about
right.
shoes. Yeah.
Oh, so you'd have two personal trainers.
Sorry, you didn't understand that joke.
No, I'm just being a bit slow today. It didn't make me laugh, but I think I didn't laugh because I was processing it.
Have you made the excuse that
And
you're
now-
pregnant yet today for this episode? Oh, you have immediately. You did at drinks.
No, what? I didn't say anything. No, I said I blamed the bump when I knocked over the
That was
camera.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's using it quite a lot to get out. Of stuff.
I don't know if I told you
When's
that
it
I'm
coming?
pregnant. Did I tell you I'm pregnant?
No.
It's pretty obvious.
I know, but this is what I don't know how to phrase it because I keep going up to people and saying,
I'm pregnant.
no, I say like, I don't know, but
Yeah,
I tell
and
you I'm pregnant.
one
Bobby's
likes.
like, they fucking know, like it's so obvious.
Yeah, but no
then,
one likes to say. No one likes because even if it's like 1 in 100 that someone will go, "What do you mean? I'm not pregnant." Then that's like killing yourself on the spot.
Yeah.
You got to do
Just
it
be
to
like,
help them.
"Oh, when
yeah.
you expecting? You're not." Just like,
I just don't look at anyone's body. I just look at their faces.
yeah.
And then you don't get involved.
When
Just don't
are
comment on
you
the body- on the
due?
body.
When you giving birth?
The end of the year, but you never really know.
The end of the year.
I'm not in charge. But a man gave me his seat on the tube the other day, so I think it is obvious.
Oh, have
And
you
he
got a
was very
badge?
old.
Oh, you don't even have a
No, I
badge?
was just standing.
Oh, really?
And then he was very old and he got up and then I wanted to be like, I mean, you shouldn't. But then I thought it's kind of worse for him if I then go, no, you're old, like sit. So I thought I'd just take it and then I got to sit down as well, so it was better.
When I was learning to swim as an adult, because I couldn't swim really. And I was...
Sorry.
What did you do? Just sink?
Sorry.
Yeah, well, I just never went swimming.
Yeah.
Couldn't swim. I got an acting part where I had to swim, and when they said, "Can you swim?" I was like, "Yeah, boy."
Oh my God.
So then I did some intense swimming lessons, but at one point I was sort of struggling, and I could have done with some goggles. I didn't bring any goggles, and a man in the pool like gave me his goggles because he could see that was the element I was struggling with, and that man had one arm. And I was really like, oh, man. The one-armed man's like, this guy needs some help swimming. I found that. I was just like, oh, my God. If this one-armed man is...
as an adult learner swimmer, do you wear armbands? Or is that...
No.
You use floats, though, at the beginning, don't you?
No, not even that.
They just chuck you in?
No, there was...
Oh, you can stand at that age. You could stand.
Oh, yeah.
You could stand.
I could stand up. It wasn't like a deep pool where they chuck you in and then they're like, right, quick, you need to get your hands up. No, but there was stuff I didn't believe. Like, he said that, like, you know, if you just put your arms and legs, like, flat, you will just bob about on the surface. And I was just like, I don't believe you. I don't believe that you just doing nothing, just float. And he's like, you do. And I was like, I feel like this is one of those things that's going to make me go under and then be like, right, you've been under now. That's
First thing you need to learn about swimming, never trust anybody that tries to teach you about swimming.
But yeah, I was floating about and like I just thinking to myself, this is mad. I wish someone had told me that before.
That you could float, yeah. It's the thrashing about that exhausts you.
That's what drowns you.
Yeah.
But why do you drown if you're thrashing about? Wouldn't you just float back up?
That's what I was thinking. If like, say you're in some incident, boat sinking, plane crashing, and you're in the middle of like the Atlantic, you not just like put your arms and legs out and just bob about on the surface. Worst case, you go to sleep and you just bob about. I don't know how anyone drowns.
It's currents and that, isn't it?
Sharks.
If it's sharks
and
don't...
panic. It's very. I think you'd actually find it quite hard just to bob around and fall asleep.
I don't know.
Ian, after you've been in
the Titanic
a plane
goes
crash,
I think
you just lie back and just relax. I think
after a plane crash is one of the most relaxing times. During a plane crash, you'd be like, Jesus Christ, this is awful. But after, you'd be like, I've absolutely nailed this.
No, because the thing is, if the plane crashes and you manage to jump into the water, so the plane hits the water, you jump into the water. As the plane sinks, it sucks everything down around it, so you have to swim away. Yeah.
Well, I'd do a bit of swimming away from
You'd have to be like a long way away.
all your friends and family are dead.
All right.
You lost all your luggage.
You might have gone
I
on his own.
wasn't travelling with them.
Oh,
I
well,
was going
that's a separate
zorbing by myself.
incident. Okay. All your luggage is gone. Think about
But
that.
he doesn't want that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably only
You'd be stressed. You'd be a bit stressed, Ian, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I don't think I'd be stressed about the luggage situation.
No, you'd be thinking about the immediate impact of drowning.
Yeah. I wouldn't be like, you got a really nice shirt from Next.
Never see that again.
Yeah.
You won't actually, because they won't remake old ones.
No.
And God knows we've both tried. To get Next to make their old shirts.
Come on, make some of the old
Made
ones.
the ones when I was 18. I was on top of the world then.
Do a best of range.
The Next classic.
Get me that nice white one you did 20 years ago.
Did either of you have Ben Sherman shirts?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Did you have one of the shiny ones? You know, like they're kind of like.
Oh no.
No.
I did I did my very first clothing purchase with my own money that I begged off my parents was a plastic shirt.
Wait, what?
It was like I saw it in the shop and I was like, that's a nice shirt that I could go out on the town with that when I was like 16, 17. And I walked in and I bought it. I picked it up. I go, this feels funny, but I was so excited by the purchase. I paid for it. It was like 35 quid. My parents were fuming that I'd spent so much money on a shirt.
Wait, waterproof?
Yeah, it was like, and then I got it home and it was like slightly rubbery plastic feel, and it was like, oh, this is a weird shirt, and it was like just stiff on me.
Do you have a photo of that shirt? Because I would really like that.
I don't think so. No, it was a long time ago. But
quite good, I guess. If you spilt things down, it just slid off.
Yeah, actually, no, it soaked in a bit. Then he couldn't get it out because it was sort of soaked into plastic. So it was like oil stains on plastic.
What colour was it?
It was grotesque. The colour scheme is grotesque if I just tell you it. But
yes,
in
please.
person, it was actually quite nice.
Please just tell us the
sort of a brown and yellow and green.
Brown, yellow,
and green check. Sort of geometric, sort of like eye, like magic eye type thing.
Yeah.
Magic eye.
If you looked at it for long enough, you saw quite a nice shirt.
Yeah.
I'm a squint. Oh, that's quite a cool pattern.
Yeah, it was. We'd always go after school. We'd always go to this shop and we'd be like looking at the shirts, and that was the one I spotted on
and your
a
friends
mannequin.
let you buy that?
Yeah, we all had similar versions of the same shirt in the end.
Like a bowling
different
team.
colours. Like a bowling team. Made by Sonetti, I think. Sonetti or something.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, they're still about, I think.
Yeah. It was like when like Quadrophenia had made a resurgence and Oasis and Blur and all that.
Mod.
Yeah. So that was my first plastic
cool.
shirt. But now I have exquisite taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like classic things.
I just like
They're timeless. This.
Yeah.
Blue shirt, yes. Black trousers.
The same as you though.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, look at you
Like
guys.
colour coordinated.
Yeah.
Well, she wears stuff that is also timeless.
Oh.
That didn't seem like you were going to say that.
Stuff with like writing on it. Not that. That's
not-
timeless.
It looks kind of 70s maybe, like
Sort of
Woodstock
countryside.
Kind of,
Yeah.
countryside.
I think
Have you seen what's the film with Florence Pugh in? Midsummer. You look like you might chuck a pensioner off a cliff. In it.
It's Friday,
That's the most
That's the
brutal
vibe
thing
I
I think
wanted.
I've seen in a film.
I haven't seen it, and I feel like you have ruined it for a lot of people now listening.
Oh,
is that
whatever
crucial?
image you've got in your head of what that scene will be like, it's worse.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's worse when you watch it. Jesus Christ. It's a good film, but that scene you're just like...
Right, okay.
Oh my God.
I got someone told me it was like it affected them profoundly and they keep thinking about it even now.
I mean, that scene is the most brutal scene I think I've ever seen in a film.
What time of day should I watch it?
Breakfast.
Oh, I don't know. Because I'd say you don't want it to be the last thing you watch before you go to bed. You want to, like, maybe factor in something fun afterwards.
Ice cream?
Watch it, go out for an ice cream, 10 pin bowling with your friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Did it change you as a person?
No, I think it just made me... I don't think if someone was like, oh, there's this cool sort of like cult sort of thing, I'd be like, nah. Whereas previously I'd maybe like, oh, it might be interesting, but no, I think I've gone off cults now.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing for life. Yeah.
I'd watch something like that on a phone on a train.
Really?
Just because then it wouldn't be scary, would it?
It would be so scary. If you were doing that next to me, I'd complain to the conductor.
No, because it'd just be like, you wouldn't even notice. But if you watch it in a dark room at night on your own, that's scary. But on the like 9:28 to Northampton.
I can't watch these things. It will stay with me.
Yeah, me too, actually. I don't like them.
You act like you're brave, but you're not that brave.
No, I just don't like horror films.
Yeah.
There's nothing...
You're scared of it. That means you're not brave.
Not scared, just don't like them. Just don't like
colours.
him.
I don't like the colours. It's the sound.
It's the storylines and the plots and that. I just don't like it. No, I don't watch horrors, but yeah.
Do you get scared easily, Ian?
I don't know if I would get scared easily. I'd probably get justifiably scared by things. I don't think I like heights very much. I used to think I was alright with heights, but if I watch a video of you see those people who climb up the Shard or building sites and they're right on the top, then if I could watch a video and then look at my palms, I can see them glistening with sweat because I picture if I was bouncing on that and I just think, oh yeah, I can't. So I'm not big on heights. I don't mind if there's something around me, but I couldn't just stand on a girder like those people eating their dinner on the girder.
Yeah.
I'd be shitting myself. I wouldn't be enjoying my sandwich.
No, I wouldn't be able to eat my sandwich.
No
and
robes,
I'd want
nothing.
to eat it, but I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Have you ever pissed your pants through fear?
No.
No, nor have I. I'm just wondering when it has
Seems
ever...
like you did then. Just the way.
Well, just now.
The way you said it, it seemed like.
No, it just seems like such a strange reaction to have. That's a proper adrenaline.
I think even I'd be ashamed of even if someone got a gun at me.
Yeah.
And I pissed myself. I think I'd just be like, oh my, what good is this doing?
Just shoot me now.
Yeah.
Die.
Come on, hurry up actually.
No,
Can you actually shoot me in the dick so the blood covers up the piss? So then the post-mortem isn't, he pissed himself. They just be like, they shot him in the dick and some of the piss must have come out along with the blood, I think. I'd prefer that to be...
pop the bladder open at the same time, so that's where the piss came from. Yeah. Involuntary piss.
It could have been unrelated. You could just say, I really needed to pee, and then I just stopped.
We shot in a toilet.
Yeah, if you were shot in the toilet. But
have you pissed yourself in fear?
Of course she has.
No. No, I haven't. I never have. I always need to pee, but I am very good at holding it in.
Oh.
Even at gunshot point.
You tried it?
yeah, 3 times. And every time, I never did.
We forgot to ask you to prepare a story, didn't we? This week?
Yeah, but I've bashed some stuff out on the notes app on my phone just to remember sometimes I've cried.
Sometimes?
Yeah, well, I didn't know what you wanted, so one of them is just about the wind.
Cried about the wind?
Right, so I was in Poland, and I was 14, and I was staying with a host family as part of a theatre trip, and I was with this guy called Klex, who was very cool.
Sorry, what was his name?
Klex.
Is that his first
name? Got a problem with that?
What's
no, but is that his
with
actual name? Oh, because he's Polish. Sorry.
As if that's made you go, oh, okay. Yeah, he's Polish, so he's called Klex. No,
I'm sorry. I've never heard the name Klex. Stop acting like you've heard the name Klex before. Stop acting like this is a normal.
No, but I imagine it wasn't his name, but that's what he was referred to as.
It's like a
and
nickname.
I was 14, so it's a while ago.
I'd like to be called Klex from now on.
Yeah,
if you could.
Klex. I don't know what his.
Okay.
Why is Harriet crying with Harriet Kemsley and Klex?
It sounds like an alien.
I know it is, isn't it?
Okay, sorry. No, I just.
Superman's
he was a
dad.
cool guy.
Yeah.
He played bass guitar and he had a motorbike. And we were going to meet everyone else. We were all going to meet together.
What were they called?
And
what were their names?
Oh, Ultron. I can't remember any of the only things I remember from the trip. At one point, one of the drama students, they were all
was it a theatre trip?
Yeah, of a youth theatre thing I was in. And I don't mind telling you, a lot of the people in the youth theatre were thick. They were idiots. And one of them tried to pretend that these 2 beautiful Polish girls had given him a blowjob. He was just yeah, they give me a blowjob.
Both of them.
Yeah, apparently. And we're I don't believe this. And so we tried to ask the girls, and it was largely through mime because couldn't speak Polish. But they got what people were getting at.
Yeah.
It's quite easy to mime. Did you give that guy a blowjob? Really?
But doesn't it come across as you have to give this guy a blowjob?
Yes, or
it could have done. It could have been. Yeah. Yeah. The did is the hard bit.
Yes, past tense. How would you?
Yeah.
I guess you need
to show it.
Point of your watch.
No, you could do it you could go. You show it going floppy to hard or hard to floppy.
Sorry, what?
Because afterward, the post would be hard to floppy.
I don't know if that's the crucial thing here.
But that's the only way to get past tense into a mime.
Yeah. And this is before Google Translate.
Yeah.
Yes. So everything had to be by mime.
Yeah. But basically, we found out he was lying, and he got annoyed, and he ran out of the theatre. And we
Is this Clex?
No, this was this other kid in the drama group.
Altatron.
Yeah, no, this is an English boy.
Okay.
And he's running out, and someone
Just called
stopped
John
him.
or something.
Yeah, well, I don't want to say his real name because I called him Vic.
Yeah.
But he, as he was running, someone stopped him and was like, "Where are you going? Like, we're in a Polish town you've never been in before." And he just went, "I'm going to a secret place." And I don't think he had a secret place.
Lying again. He's lying again.
Yeah, he has a problem with lying.
Yeah. But the problem was, when we went to meet everyone, and I was going to be going on the back of his motorbike there, and I thought, I'm going to look so cool. Everyone rocking up on a motorbike. And we were getting there like a bit later than everyone else. I was like, this is going to be incredible. But the helmet didn't have like a visor. So the wind was just blasting my eyes. And just tears were like streaming. So what I thought would be cool of like turning up and being like taking the helmet off, just like just biking, just motorbiking. It just looked like I'd been shitting myself so much. I was like, thank God it's over.
Pissing from the eyes.
Yeah.
But so that's not really crying. That's wind eyes. That's wind eyes.
But I get that a lot. I actually cry every morning from wind eyes.
Oh really?
What?
Yeah, I have like an allergy, a rhino, something to do with my nose sinuses that makes me cry every morning.
Really?
Yeah, to the point where I'm shuddering with tears. No, I just have a watery eye in the morning.
In the morning? That's such a... Why do you think the morning makes it watery?
It's either like dust, like waking up and it's the allergies.
The thought of the day ahead.
I like the day ahead.
Yeah.
What? How many pillows do you use?
1.
You need 2.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, because it's not draining. That's the problem. It's drainage. It's a drainage issue.
You're not draining.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was a good comeback.
Do you think it's to do with the squirrels?
There's no squirrels in my room.
Okay.
There's a bird feeder outside my room, and occasionally squirrels will come and eat the nuts. But Harriet seems to imagine that the squirrels come to my window like I'm a princess.
And get through, like
and
it's
then
open,
just cuddle me and all. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not the case. I think I've had it for years. I think it's just.
You should do something about that. You don't have to wake up every morning.
What should I do, guys?
A teary eye. You need to get a nasal spray.
This feels like the wrong element.
You need to, it's a nasal thing. You've got to clear it's all the tubes. Your eyes are probably connected to your nose. It's all like getting and you need 2 pillows to drain, good drainage at night.
Is this what you've been told for yours?
Yeah.
Who told you to drain yourself at night?
The doctor.
Actually, okay.
Because otherwise it goes into your head. So you want it to go.
Sorry. Like tears
down.
or mucus or something?
The mucus stuff, yeah. Or the mucus stuff. You want it to go down. You don't want it to go up because then it goes into your brain.
Down to where?
What? Down to out.
At no point
Down
did the doctor
out.
say, drain your head, otherwise the mucus will go into your brain. At no point did
Not
your
the brain,
doctor...
but that's implied. Because
It's not
it will
implied,
go,
it's in a skull.
Because it will go backwards. It will go backwards. If it keeps going up, it's into your head and then you get a headache. That's the problem. It's what sinusitis is. It's a blocked head.
You might be right. I'm not going to even...
Your head is blocked. You got a blocked head, mate. Your head's blocked.
Victorian doctor Harriet Kemsley.
No, you need another pillow.
All right.
You should get a silk pillowcase while you're at it. They're very good for wrinkles.
Well, I haven't got wrinkles.
Silk pillow, good for wrinkles.
I've actually...
Very good, apparently.
But you put the back of your head again. You don't lie face down in the pillow.
Do you?
No.
Well, suffocating yourself in a pillow.
Because in the side. Oh no, I hit the microphone.
Right, get out.
If it's the side, if you side sleep, then you smudge your face, and then all the wrinkles come.
Yeah, but that's not how you get wrinkles.
Yes, it's
just in the morning, and then it irons itself.
Well,
out.
then the satin pillow companies are lying because.
But you get wrinkles
you
because
that's how you get them.
You're old.
Because of you smushing your face when you sleep.
No, that's not why you get. That's not why people,
yes,
that is not why people get wrinkles.
So like old people have just absolutely smushed the living daylights out of there.
And the more you smush, the more wrinkles you get.
Hang on, in Japan they don't even use pillows, so how come they got such wrinkled faces when they're old?
I would say Japanese people generally look quite young.
They use like blocks, wooden blocks.
What?
Some of them in the olden days.
Wooden
blocks.
Well, the pillows weren't around for all of human history. You're saying that at the beginning of human history, people didn't get wrinkles.
Going back to human history,
I'm just trying to avoid what I just said about the Japanese man. No,
they wouldn't live long enough to get wrinkles.
They did.
This is the conversation I was having with. I was having this with you the other day about how people.
Well, that's no good. We can't have a conversation about this. Before.
No, but was I talking to you about how the menopause must not have existed?
No,
because people would be someone else.
But that's not
because
true.
They just die so young.
That's not true.
They died before the menopause.
They didn't. Everyone says the life expectancy was low, but that's because it's taking into account there's loads of infant mortality. So if you did survive your teens, you'd live to quite an old age.
And there'll have been a couple. There's always some old prick who's like been smoking and drinking and all sorts. And people say, "What's the secret to your health?" When they're like 100 on the news, and you're like, "Oh, they're smoking all day." And you're like, "Right, you're just an anomaly." So there would have been like an 80-year-old.
No, there would have been
an
lots.
80-year-old
like
in medieval times would have been a 42-year-old.
No, that's not true.
And they would be like, So
I think there would be.
That's
someone would live to be old enough, I reckon.
It's only 42 because infant mortality brings it down. The actual life expectancy, once you get past your childhood, is actually pretty, not bad. It's like 60.
I disagree.
And you think they all look like eggs? You're not a wrinkle.
No,
on
I
them.
think they all looked. Well, because they all died.
There must be an
before the
old
menopause.
person that's easily Googleable from medieval times of
Yeah,
someone
they all
who
had
lived to be
wrinkles.
past 45.
Okay, who's the oldest person from the old times?
But besides,
Wait,
we're
how
avoiding the
should
point
I
here that
Google
you're
this?
saying that people get
How-
wrinkles because their faces are smushed on pillows, and no other
Look,
reason.
They are very popular now, satin and silk pillowcases, and that's because
Who told you
faces
that? The
get
pillow
smushed.
people?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
how do I Google this? Who is the oldest old person from the old times?
right.
What's the
Good
best
question.
Google
Do
search?
it. Just see what they
Who
say.
is the
Oldest medieval
oldest old person
man.
from old times?
And you reckon there'd be a good photo of them, would there?
Probably, I reckon.
The oldest person ever whose age has been independently verified is Jean of France, who lived to the age of 122 years.
Jean of France.
That was in
That's just a person.
1875. That's just
I can't Google something.
Who is the oldest person in the old? Oh no.
You've broken Google, Harriet. They don't know
Yeah, it
what.
doesn't.
Oh, I've just tried to Google oldest Victorian.
Yeah.
And now it's asking me if I'm a robot. Jesus Christ! But the first thing that come up in predicted thing was oldest Victoria's Secret model. So things are like
21.
Cheers.
who's the oldest?
Who is the oldest old person from
Oh, I'm still trying.
medieval?
I can't believe you're Googling that, Harriet.
Who were old in the Middle Ages?
Is that the question?
Contrary to the accepted view that people in the Middle Ages
Why
and the
can't I-
Renaissance were considered old from their 40s, in fact,
In fact, what? Vindicating what I said
No.
earlier.
no, hang on, would not always. Are they yet the same? These were those 60 or 70 years
So
old.
absurd.
And the rest of the text as well. 60 and not 40 is the indicator of old age.
Well, I'm sorry if you're listening to this, but they're both Googling who is the oldest old person
Yeah.
from olden times.
I'm trying to Google, but it's asking me if I'm not a robot all the time.
Actually, this article
Just
is saying
again and again.
this article is saying that the early medieval period was a golden age for the elderly.
Oh.
Actually, a great time to be old. Well, not much competition, probably.
All right, can we hold phones away from microphones, please, because they're
sorry.
interfering.
Oh.
Who was the oldest
It's just
known
Harriet.
person in the Middle Ages? Enrico
Harriet,
was
hold it away from
98.
98.
98.
And when was he around?
The Middle Ages.
Enrico Dandolo,
Oh
who
yeah.
died at 98, already old and blind. He became Doge of Venice at the age of 85. Despite the age and blindness, he was very ambitious.
Yeah, but it's easy to be ambitious if you're 98, blind and deaf. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
you give it all you
it's
got, don't
ambitious
you?
if you're like, I want to go up the stairs today. And you're like, fucking hell, he's
This
ambitious.
one said that Saint Mungo was the oldest person who was 185.
That's
So 185 is the
right. Well,
oldest.
that's obviously not true.
Um,
But my point remains that you're wrong,
Oh.
and pillows don't make you get wrinkles.
well, that's a different question.
Well,
That's
that's how we got
question
onto this
altogether.
topic,
Yeah.
right?
So, are you quite an emotional person, Ian?
What the fuck?
Do you get emotional when the wind's not in your eyes? Are you emotional, or are you like Sunil? Or you just bury everything deep?
I think in terms of like my own personal stuff, I'm sort of quite good at being just very rational about stuff. But I do, I think like films and stuff like that, or bits of music and stuff, I can be overly emotional about.
Yeah.
Love a bit of
John Lewis advert.
film. Yeah, oh god, yeah. Not the
gonna
Christmas,
be back
not the
soon.
Christmas one. It's just talking about like a spring sale. Or something. That will get me. Even like SES, like the sofa stuff. Just the discounts in.
It's just a family with a dog sitting on a chair.
Yeah.
I like the sofa ads when they have like the king, like the like local ones when it's like.
Oh right.
You know
the
the king of the sofas or whatever, and then he has a crown on, and then he's like, "Come to Sofaland," and then he's the king.
That makes you emotional.
It makes me really emotional.
Come to Sofaland. I'm the king of Sofaland.
Yeah, because you feel sad for that guy.
Yeah,
he's probably really happy though, isn't he?
Yeah. He must have so much self-confidence.
No, he's occupied every waking moment with thoughts of sofas.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to deal with anything else really.
Yeah. But probably got harder for him now. You can get sofas in a box. You don't have to go somewhere anymore.
But they're very
you
expensive.
Just get them delivered in a box.
In a box.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
What do you have to put together yourself?
No, you just open it like pops open. You got a sofa. Is that true?
Have you got one?
No,
because you bought yours from a normal sofa shop.
Yeah.
Why?
What? No, yeah, that's from.
But why didn't you buy a sofa in a box?
Well, I don't know if I actually know what it is.
Right,
I thought it was like
let me explain what it is.
It was like the mattress where it pings open and then you have a sofa.
No, it's flat pack, so it comes in like 3 boxes, and then you
okay.
slot it together.
Okay, it's not as good as I thought it was.
No, it doesn't pop open.
Yeah,
like a tent. Like one of those,
it's not as good as I imagined it, actually. It just comes in a little box. It pops open.
So music and films. Okay, yeah. That's what...
So you bury things down in your real life and then you just use that as an escape, like Sunil.
She's a therapist.
Maybe that is it. Maybe that is what I do.
She's a therapist.
Yeah,
licensed.
Licensed therapist and nasal doctor.
A lot of people do
and
those two.
Historian. Yes.
Yeah. They combine them.
Yes.
All right, what do you want to do? Your sad story?
Yeah, didn't hear a sad story.
Yeah.
Every episode I say a sad story to try and make Sunil feel something.
Oh, okay.
And maybe this will work on you as well. I just have to find it. I think I did maybe mention it in the other episode, but I didn't actually read it because you told me not to.
Me?
Yes.
Why? Why? Because it was shit?
Okay.
Because it's another shit story?
It's not shit. It is not shit. And it's very relevant, actually, to my condition.
Is this one that made you cry then? Have you cried at this?
Yes, many times. Mum moved to tears after orangutan kisses her baby bump.
Yeah, that was the last episode. You did that in the last episode.
Yes, but I haven't read the whole... So, a pregnant mum was stunned when a baby orangutan repeatedly kissed her bump through the glass at a zoo. She was visiting Twycross Zoo with her fiancé, Ben Billingham. She's 40. Naomi's
Too many
pregnant.
bees, I think, there.
She's 34, so there's a 6-year age gap, but it's not... I don't know. I don't think that would be a problem. I don't know if it's their first child or not. When they stopped by the ape enclosure, to her amazement, a baby orangutan climbed on an adult monkey's back, lunged for the glass to repeatedly kiss her pregnant stomach. Support worker Ben... he's a support worker, started filming the special moment. As Naomi, who was 4 months pregnant at the time, she said she was incredibly moved by the sweet connection between the orangutan and her baby.
Why, are they going to hang out in the future?
Well, I think I don't know. It's like they know each other. We've been to the zoo once before and loved it, but this trip was actually the first time I'd seen an orangutan in a zoo. It does suggest she's seen an orangutan somewhere else, but I don't know where that would be.
She's stalling because the story's about to come to an end.
The mum orangutan brought her baby over to the glass and they were watching us. My partner Ben, who we spoke about earlier, said to try showing her my baby bump as he'd seen interactions from orangutans before. Banksy,
so he's researched this and he's gone there. He's wanted this to happen.
He's planned this, it seems, with the orangutan.
Yeah.
Banksy filmed in the act as he...
That's a different headline.
It's a different headline. It's actually in exactly the same font. It's in the same font completely.
Don't show it to me. I don't want to see it. I never want to see what. I never want to see what you're reading. I never want any part of it.
Banksy filmed in the background, not giving a fuck about what was happening.
In the complete same font. Okay.
So, moved by that, Ian? That's a sad story.
I was a bit overwhelmed as my bump was very small and with the glass in between. I wasn't expecting them to be aware of the pregnancy, but then the baby started kissing my bump. It was really lovely. I was quite emotional. Seeing the mother and baby together, both being interested in me, made me realise the connection between a mother and a child. Quite an extreme journey she's been on. She realised the connection between a mother and child from this orangutan and the baby. She's now given birth as well. God, this happened in
What
June
is
2019.
the emotional bit of this?
Yeah, this is what you
I
have to
don't
keep
understand
asking.
why that's emotional at all.
She had no connection to her baby. She didn't maybe even know she was pregnant. The orangutan
That's
came,
not true. That doesn't say that in the story.
Kissed the baby bump.
Yeah, she knew she was pregnant because Ben Billingham knows she's pregnant.
Ben Billingham.
Ben
We don't
Billingham
know if
knows.
He told her. But she didn't know about. She didn't know about the connection between a mother and child. Nobody ever told her, and so she learned.
She's got a child already, right? Is that her first child?
This is her first child, and so the orangutan taught her what parenting is.
Look what you've done to Ian.
So from the orangutan, she learnt.
It's normally
about
me with my
parenting.
head in my hands.
Yeah.
And this happened in June 2019.
And the relevance of that is...
She's given birth to her baby Constance and is loving being a mother. And she's going to bring Constance back to the zoo to meet the orangutan properly.
Jesus Christ.
She wanted to see if they would recognise Constance,
What?
which I don't know if that's...
Do you think they got X-ray vision as well?
Yeah, I don't know if that's really possible. Zoo bans woman...
Oh, here
That's
we go.
another
Okay,
different...
here we go.
Yeah, 'cause
It
keeps coming back. Keeps coming back. Guys.
Stop showing me that. I don't want to see it.
In the grand scheme of things, humans and orangutans are closely related. The last common ancestor between the two species is thought to have been 14 million years ago.
Oh, that's actually quite a long time. I thought it'd be less than
That's
that.
quite a long time. Nowadays, orangutans are known for being gentle and quite friendly when it comes to interacting with humans.
Yeah, I think they're probably the best of the monkeys.
I do like an orangutan, to be fair.
Really?
I told you the other day, didn't I, that I thought that it'd be good to have a law where like everyone gets to have a monkey.
Yeah, I thought, but I think that would lead to chaos because some people shouldn't be trusted with monkeys.
It'd be bad for the monkeys, I guess. But you got to keep an eye on it. And
There'd be gangs, I think.
monkey gangs.
Yeah.
It
I
would be
think if
monkey
everyone
gangs.
had a monkey
Yeah.
and you're already in a
Yeah.
gang, you'd be like, we're going to use these monkeys to do crimes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like pickpocketing.
But
I
then
think you could teach
equally,
her.
there might be good monkeys that then would go in and stop the pickpocketing monkeys. So there'll be gangs of good monkeys, maybe like a police force of monkeys.
Yeah,
that would
every police
control...
officer who's got a monkey. So you basically
Yes.
just double the population and all their roles.
Yes.
Like,
It's clear to me
Yes.
now that I didn't think it through.
yeah.
Where would
I'd
the-
love to see this, to be fair.
Have you seen the film Planet of the Apes? Because it is a similar concept. If you want to see it
that's
played
a couple
out.
of super intelligent apes, isn't it?
But I think don't they just develop intelligence as they like, what's it called when you go older and then your brain develops? Evolution as evolution.
When you grow older.
Yes,
No, that's just
evolution
growing older as a
continues
person.
as it continues, and then the brain develops. That's what happens to the monkeys. They get
I
smarter.
don't know. Yeah,
I think that's the point there. It's not that they're super smart. They've
But
just
what's
evolved.
But
Evolved?
what that shows is that apes could take over the world if they could work together like humans.
Yes.
So that's the
Yes.
only thing. Like once they
I
realise
think
they can work
most
together.
species could probably have a good crack
Oh,
at
yeah.
doing something if they were. If all the cows just suddenly
Cows are very intelligent.
started
yes.
like messing up farmers
Yes.
and then went from, I mean, I don't think they'd get far, but I think they would at least trample to death. Let's say 1,000 people would get killed in the cow uprising.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we'd probably win. We'd probably get sicker burgers because we'd like of all the bodies, you'd be
Yeah.
trying to do stuff for them
Yeah.
quite a lot, I think. But then
So
I
we'd
think
have to
it'd be
kill
done.
all cows, you think, after they...
No, well,
If there was an uprising, you'd at least have to send a message out.
But the thing is, cows are like bred. Cows. That's not
Cows
a
aren't-
natural animal. That's not a naturally occurring
Cows are
animal.
like bread.
Cows.
They're bred. The cows we have today aren't.
Oh, like they're bread. Okay.
Then
They're
do
not
you think I'm
naturally
saying
occurring.
baked bread?
Cows are like bread. I
Oh, right.
didn't know what the analogy was.
It wasn't an analogy.
They have a
I'm
crust.
saying the years of breeding has
Yeah.
led to what cows are now.
Yes.
Like back in the day, what would they have been like?
Well, they
What was the first
actually,
cow?
if you hair dry them, we've talked about this before, they get a
We
blood,
haven't.
like they become very fluffy.
We haven't talked about that before.
We have talked about this
in what,
before.
When do you think we had a discussion about that?
Have you seen the picture?
Of the
And we've talked about
blow-drying
this
cow?
before
Blow-drying
because
cow.
I've told a sad story about a cow that can play fetch.
That's not a sad story.
It is sad because we're not
Hold it
used.
away from
They
the
don't
microphone,
play. They
please.
don't get to play fetch all the time, and they're very smart. They're like dogs, but because they. Cow blow.
Have you made yourself sad over the sad stories?
Yeah, I do. I find it really. I find it really sad how we treat cows. Cow blow dry. I was talking about this on something else the other day. There you go. This is a cow. If you blow dry it, look how fluffy it is.
Yeah, it's like a dog.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're watching this, like,
But that looks like a certain
you might be able to see
breed
it,
of
you can
cow.
Google it.
What? right.
Yes.
Answer me this. You know, every now and then there's a story in the news about a sheep that's kind of like wandered off and got lost, and it hasn't been sheared for ages, and and its coat becomes huge. Right. Answer me this. In the olden days, where like before farming was like a thing, and animals are naturally just like, what the fuck was happening to sheep then? Because were they not? Right. Was there like wool just going insane? Like, before people were like, we should shear sheep and use that wool for something.
You're looking at this the wrong way. Humans have done that to sheep.
Yeah, I think they've bred
We've made them
to like breed the ones that grow wool faster.
So
maybe
it's so weird how you say bred. It's just like
What's
the way
the
you say
word?
it is different to bread. Like,
go on, you
I don't
say
know. It
it.
just makes me think of bread.
It's a context dependent word.
I think it makes you think of bread though, because it does. It sounds exactly the same.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just thinking of. Just can't stop thinking of bread whenever you say bread, and then it doesn't make sense in the sentence.
Is it like a craving?
Yeah, maybe I'd like some bread. I'm hungry. I think I'm hungry. I've got some toast. No, but we've done that to sheep. Sheep wouldn't have been like that. Weave.
Weaving.
We as in we have.
Oh, I see.
We have,
you,
not like
you.
we've a loom.
Yeah.
We have done that to sheep. So
years of breeding
they would have been fine.
Has done that to sheep. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's
answered my question.
Any question answered. Do you remember that service? Any question answered?
No.
Yeah, the
text thing.
service. Yeah.
Really?
There was a TV. We Need Answers. Did you see that?
No, it wasn't.
Tim Key, Mark Watson, and Alex Horn had a BBC 4 show.
Yeah.
And an Edinburgh Fringe thing called We Need Answers, and I think it was based on like the questions they would then use that text service because they were often quite unusual answers.
Yes.
That you get. It was a really funny show.
But then Google killed it off.
Google, you just use Google.
Yeah, this is before you could get into like a web browser on your phone. But like I was like considering doing it as a job for a bit because you get paid per text you answer.
It's quite arrogant to think you know the answer to all the questions.
No, it's just people sitting at home Googling.
Yeah, they could be funny. Sorry. It's having a yawn. They could be funny ones. Like if people would often ask like weird questions, like "Why can't I get a girlfriend?" And then someone would still have to reply and be like, "It's your personality."
Yeah, can you go on their Facebook and see, and then be like, you need to not wear that top, or
because you only get like 25p per text.
Oh, so you have to be quick.
Oh, you got to reel them off.
Yeah, you got to reel.
How many have you got to do an hour?
I'd say it's questions like that repel women from you.
What?
That's what I'd respond.
Yeah. Wow.
That would help them in the long run. That would help them.
But that doesn't, because it's just
why
like
can't I get a girlfriend? And you're
question.
like, those kind of questions repel women.
That's not useful.
It's very needy, and you need to just have more self-confidence.
Yeah. But that's not.
That would actually be very helpful, and then I'd get through loads.
Yeah, but I think he's just thinking that. He's not going to a pub or like a singles night and going, why can't I get a girlfriend?
Well, if you like, he should have more confidence in himself and think, why can't a girlfriend get me?
Yeah, but you can't just suddenly switch your brain to. You can't just switch to thinking that.
Yeah, but I would teach them how to do that. I'd say that, and then they'd go, "Oh, wow, that's opened up everything," and that was only 25p.
I don't think I like the sound of this person who's like, "Why can't a girl come to me? I'm right here. Can they not get on trains or something?"
I just don't want all the questions. I don't want the questions.
No, but you're good at answering them.
Don't tell me things and don't ask me questions. Yeah. That's
don't
my
tell
motto.
me things.
Yeah, I don't. That's my thing. I just don't. I just hate people just telling me things. It's just so boring.
I've got to give a shout out.
Yep.
For the end of the episode to Bria in the hostel in Scotland that I was on holiday in, who listens to this podcast.
Whoa.
Very, very far away from anything, and found a podcast listener there.
Bria.
Were you staying in a big mixed dorm?
A 2-person room.
Did she roll over and say?
Like 12 people.
No, it wasn't. It was private rooms, but it went on holiday last week.
Oh.
Yeah, drove around Scotland. Not
and
a big
how
deal.
did you know she listens to the podcast?
She said.
Oh,
that seems to make sense.
Yeah. Questioning that.
Poirot's got to the bottom of it
that
again.
was just supposed to be a quick shout out, but now it's turned into lots of questions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ian, thank you so much for coming. Do you have any shows coming up or anything soon?
Not like.
Go on, Ian.
Not in a good way. Not in a good way.
Use it. Any in Edinburgh that Bria could go to? It's not Edinburgh.
Listen, Bria, I'm not coming anywhere near Edinburgh for a while.
It's not
Well,
Edinburgh.
I might have pronounced it right. It could be Brea.
Brea.
It could be Brea. I'm really sorry.
No, I'm just gigging. Just gigging around,
People
doing
find
stuff
you at the clubs.
But you know what I mean? I'm not got anything that I'm like, I really wish people would come to this.
Preparing a show maybe for next year.
Maybe, yeah.
Are you doing any more Now show?
I think I might be. I was on the news quiz last week.
News quiz, that's
well,
it.
if you want to listen to some old news and see what Ian thinks about the old news, you could listen to that.
Got a lot of complaints, I think, the episode was on because people took the piss out of that pen farthing guy who was bringing dogs and cats back.
That's really divisive, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he tweeted saying he was like pretty offended by the episode.
He's going to fuck you up.
To be fair, he's got a lot. He's got enough going on.
Yeah.
For God's sake, if he's worried about that, he should.
He's back and he's angry and he's coming for Ian.
Oh God.
Yeah, and the Taliban. We had to go at the Taliban as well.
But didn't he phoned up one of the civil service guys and threatened him?
Yeah. He's not entirely. I think. Well, I mean,
it's quite a stressful situation, I suppose.
I don't really have any strong opinion. I didn't express any strong opinions, but I think Hugo Rifkin called him something like morally repulsive. Hugo went in quite hard on him, so I think he was like bearing the brunt of it. But all these like tweets were coming in that added like everyone on the episode kind of going, "You should be ashamed of yourself." I was like, I just said like. Usually when you're like getting an ark, it's like 2 dogs and 2 cats, not a plane full of them. Making a silly joke. It was Hugo. It was like, this guy's morally repugnant. And I was just sort of sat on the Zoom chat, sort of going, I'm going to say a joke in a bit. Like, I didn't agree or anything like that, but I'm just getting tagged in all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you're not going to stand up to it, you're part of the problem.
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, what are you doing in the kitchen? If you don't
No, I shouldn't have been in the kitchen.
If you bring the thunder, you could get caught up in the rain.
Oh. No, fair enough, actually.
It's tattooed on my back.
You've got
full back tattoo.
But Ian, do you have social media in case anyone's got any complaints from this episode?
Yeah.
Get in touch, yeah.
Everything I think is just Ian Smith comedy. You know,
Great.
Great,
yeah.
Twitter,
yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, Bebo, LinkedIn. I'm on there.
Lovely.
Do either of you guys have a LinkedIn page? I don't.
No, I've never.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Do
Do you?
you really?
Yeah.
Well, poor.
When I
That's
think,
funny.
I don't know.
So if comedy doesn't work out.
I don't know why.
What do you have on it? Just Medium?
It's not recent. I haven't been updating
Anyone who's
it,
got LinkedIn, please connect with Harriet Kemsley on LinkedIn. Does it have a headshot?
It's probably got a headshot, and it's probably
What's
got
the
like
job?
Comedian, podcaster.
I don't really understand why I did it. I guess it was just in case. It was, that time when you just had to put. It was before like a lot of other ways of doing comedy. So it's like there was that comedy CV website, and then there was LinkedIn, and so it felt like because that was like 10 years. Like it was so long ago.
We didn't go on it because we're not losers like you.
Yeah, I was a big loser, and I just wanted to connect.
Are you on
with people.
Comedy CV?
I was like 10 years ago. Yeah,
that's ones where
not now, but I know it's probably still there.
What did you write about yourself? Harriet Kemsley is a.
I would have written about myself in like as if someone else was writing it, but it was me.
As if your agent's going, got to get you on comedycv.co.uk that
Didn't
no
have an
one
agent
uses
then, I was my
to
own
book an
agent.
act.
Anyway, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Find us on Patreon if you want the podcast to become weekly. We've got lots of fun episodes there.
And the most exciting thing is that over time, this is the studio.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
And there's going to be big changes coming.
A couple of tennis rackets up in the corner.
It's got some tennis rackets ready.
In shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they in shot? No, they're not. We're all right.
Well, you can see it on your watch.
You can check it on my watch, yeah. But thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ian.
Goodbye.
Thank you.